This weekend, Prince George is going to be fun because Community Art Days is on. The Special Olympics BC Summer Games is on in Prince George, as you could tell by the medals, of course, on the set with us here. But we got all that we're going to talk about on CKPG Today. The torch is there, and the flames will be coming as well because the law enforcement torch run is coming to Prince George here for the BC Special Olympics Summer Games coming up here. And Jen, well, I'm holding this as a torch today because it's going to be light. But
my favorite color. It's perfect.
Perfect. Tell me about this torch run here. It's a pretty exciting opportunity for the community.
Yes, normally we do our torch run every year kind of in-house with our Special Olympics athletes here in Prince George, law enforcement from Prince George. This year, however, with the Summer Games that we're so excited to be hosting, we have what's called the final leg.
Oh.
So normally the torch run leading up to a national games event is a very big deal, and the final leg kind of comes in right before the actual games themselves start. So we're doing a mock final leg here.
Perfect.
We have some athletes and some law enforcement officers that are going to be running through Prince George from the Prince George detachment on 4th and Victoria all the way to CN Centre on July 9th. Yes.
That's quite the run.
4.7 kilometers. We have really increased our distance this year.
The officer training's really paying off.
Yeah, I want to make sure that they're fit and ready to go. No, just kidding. This is all athlete based. This is an event that's based on our athletes and building those kind of bridges and relationships with the law enforcement officers. Law enforcement support personnel as well are going to be out participating, and then our Special Olympics athletes that are local to Prince George.
I just think it's awesome. So this happens every year, but a little more special though because the games are here.
Because the games here, so we're doing it bigger, a little bit more flashy this year. We're super excited for how we've organized this event.
Okay, now have you practiced holding a torch or anything like that? Have you?
I have not. I probably should though, because we do have the torch coming, and we will be running with the torch, which is not something we do every year.
Okay.
Yes, we will be holding the torch as we make our way through town.
I feel like it's funny because my mom always said, "Don't run with scissors," right?
Don't run with scissors. Don't run with fire.
Yeah,
yes, and we're going to be doing something equally as dangerous. Yes, but
well, I feel
all
like
for good fun, right?
Yeah, for good fun, and we got a fun way to train today. I hear you planned a three-legged race with some special guests.
Yes, we have a couple of athletes here with us today, and I thought we would do a three-legged race. You versus me with an athlete each, and we'll see what happens, just for fun. Just something unusual. It's not a race when we do the torch run. It's a fun event.
It's a fun event.
This one's going to be fun too, but I thought a three-legged race would be kind of cool.
Why not? It's been a few years since I've done one of these,
Same
so
here.
I'm excited. We'll raise the torch and see who can, raise the torch as a victor today.
Yeah, and on July 9th, we would love for the public to come out and line our race route. We will be posting a map of the race route to our social media feeds later this week. And if everybody could take a glance, pick a spot to be out at, and come and cheer us on.
Yeah.
We love the accolades, we love the noise. Bring your cowbells, bring your air horns. We'd love to see everybody out there. And even better, Four Rivers Co-op is hosting a community barbecue at CN Centre. So starting around noon, when we all hope to arrive at CN Centre, barbecue by donation.
Perfect.
So come bring a couple bucks, have a burger, meet some of your Special Olympics athletes in a really family-friendly environment, and see what all is going on.
I like it. Well, it's July, so it should be a darn good barbecue.
Yes.
I like it. Okay, let's cut to the chase and get to the race here because I'm excited. The juice is flowing. The adrenaline's going here.
Let's go.
Woohoo! we got the flag. Go. Okay, one, two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, this is harder than it seemed. I got the torch up here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Cut them off. Oh, 1, 2, 1, 2. I think it's a photo finish. My goodness. We'll have to check the tape. But that was good. High five. That was a lot of fun. Jen,
That was fun.
I don't know who won, but
I don't know either. We were just having fun.
the fun won today, that's for
fun
sure.
one today.
Yeah, I'd say that was a pretty fun race there,
That was
Jen,
good.
yeah?
Thank you for coming out and doing that with us.
Well, thank you. Okay, now I feel like it's good to learn a little bit about our local Special Olympics athletes here. And we'll start with Josh. Now, I feel like you're a very good teammate today. Thank you for that. And now tell me a little bit about Special Olympics and the sports that you do.
I'm a soccer player, and I kind of score goals, but I mostly pass.
Okay, but you play striker, right? It's a
Yeah.
pretty important position. What's your favorite part of it?
Just running.
We'll go to Carla here too. Okay, Carla, tell me about which sport you do.
I do swimming.
Okay, now what's your favorite part about doing swimming? What do you? Breaststroke. Okay. And have you always liked swimming? You were born in the water, raised in the water?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not very good at swimming, so what's your big tip?
What makes you a good swimmer?
I do that, that's all.
Okay, the form.
To what
I
you
like
know.
Yeah.
Good girl.
Okay, and now tell me about the torch run. What is your favorite part of it? I understand you've done one in the past as well.
I like everything.
Everything. Okay, and the barbecue?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Well, thanks for you guys' time today. This is great, Jen. For a reminder for folks, the public is invited to take part in all of this, including that barbecue at the end.
Yes, come and line the route, cheer us on, and please come out and join us at the barbecue at the end. We would love to have a really great big party. We have a DJ coming out there, safety bear. It's going to be a great time.
It's awesome. Hey, why not? It's fun in the sun. It's July. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Carla. Thank you, Jen. And
Thank you.
support the Special Olympics, BC Summer Games this summer here in Prince George.
Bye.
Bye. The tradition continues here once again this year. July 11th, Community Art Days is back downtown Prince George. We're so lucky to have Jessica and Aaron in to talk about it today from Two Rivers Gallery. Thank you so much, guys, and it must be exciting. It's back again, Community Art Days.
Thrilling. I'm so excited. This will be my second year throwing this event, so I'm really looking forward to this year's iteration, Weaving Connections.
It's awesome. Aaron, I bet, how many years have you been at Community Art Days?
This is actually my first.
It's your first?
No, maybe my second.
Okay.
But like, yeah.
I guess you've attended a lot over the years, but yeah, first involved.
Absolutely.
Huh, very
I'm
cool.
excited.
Okay, so tell me what's on tap for Community Art Days this year, July 11th, Canada Games Plaza.
Yeah.
Walk me through a little bit about the theme or...
Yeah, so Weaving Connections actually came out of a suggestion from Jennifer Piggin. So Jen Piggin and Kim Gucci are co-curating a really cool exhibition upcoming this fall, Tube Sugana. We live by water, and without water we would not be. And so I really wanted to kind of build anticipation going into this exhibition, make sure that we were really engaging local Indigenous artists and Clately artists for this year's iteration, and really think about that theme of how are we living together on Clately Keo, how are we living with the environment, and also there's kind of a fiber arts twist this year as well.
Well, I was going to say, Aaron, take that away here.
So finger weaving is a traditional Indigenous Finger weaving is a traditional art from Indigenous people of North America, so all the way from Alaska to Guatemala, and all the way out into the East Coast, which is where we got the Métis sash from. The Métis sash was finger woven, and it was like a symbol of our identity, but it was also really practical. And this would take like 3 months to like a year to make.
I was going to say, there are a lot of detail in there.
Extremely labor intensive. And the traditional ones were even more like intense. But we're doing something simple. We're just doing an 8-strand finger woven bracelet, so it's like very approachable. And
people can do it.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have
days.
like some cute little things that they could get in just a couple of minutes.
Cool. Do you and Jessica want to give a little bit of a demo
Absolutely.
here?
Yes, for sure.
So
like
Jess is just going to hold this for me. This is why they would call it like a, like people from my generation would know it as a, as a friendship bracelet, is because you would always do it with your friends.
Not like the Taylor Swift one.
I don't.
Well, kind of.
You know
I guess that one is the same vibe. Yeah.
I'm sure it's the same vibe. Finger weaving is actually pretty simple. It just means that we're taking one strand from one side and passing it over to the other, and then I pick up the strands from the opposite color, And
now people who attend Community Art Day is going to have a chance to do this.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's
various colors and stuff as well.
Yeah, we have a couple different colorways. There's this one, and there's this like cotton candy one. And
we have even more yarn as well.
We've
got yarn.
There is yarn for days. We'll be making friendship bracelets, finger woven little bracelets. And I love that this is included in the topic for Weaving Connections because like it's an Indigenous art form, but we're using it to build community and to like spend time together and make art. And I just think it's such a beautiful little project for.
I was going to say you can keep going or you can put it down. It's all good. So Jessica, if people wondering, Community Art Day, July 11th, it's happening. Walk me through the times here. When should people show up?
This year it's 2 to 7 on the Friday, and that's because we have the BC Special Olympics Summer Games happening concurrently at the Civic Center. So hopefully we may have some athletes as well as folks participating in the games and attending, also getting to enjoy Community Art Days. We're going to have music by Inspire Productions again this year. Nice. We have, oh my gosh, I think we have 8 artists involved this year. It's wild. So we have 3 artists in residence with Two Rivers. We've got Claytley Elder, Les Baker, who's going to be doing a really excellent, I think it's wildlife skull art adventure is his activity. Clayton Gauthier is going to be there as well. He'll be inside the building and he's going to be doing drum designs with folks. Wow. Very cool. And then our third artist is from Port Alberni. So Connie Watts is going to be coming up. She's doing a braiding activity with fabric, and then she's going to construct the braids that folks create into collaborative art pieces. Wow. Yeah, it's going to be really great. And then we have so many amazing volunteer and staff artists too. So Erin's, of course, going to be there.
Shout out Erin.
Brianna is going to be leading an activity. We've got Kristen Lucas, who's going to be doing macrame. And then we also have someone from the Wood Turning Society who will be coming and doing demonstrations. The Fiber Arts Guild is coming out to do spinning demonstrations. We've got Kim Hayhurst, which Tourism PG has engaged.
This has got to be the most people I've ever heard involved in the Community Arts Day. So well done.
Thank you.
And the logo was created by Indigenous artist Slim Ben Dete.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes. Yeah, so we held a youth artist call this year, and Slim won. His design is incredible. So we've got the chalk wall that Crystal created for folks to take pictures with Slim's design. Nice. We'll hopefully have stickers this year as well.
Look at you guys.
But if you want the exclusive merch, you got to volunteer.
Thank you so much for coming. We're going to have to leave it there. We ran out of time here, but this is great. Community Art Day is going to be a great place to be July 11th. Be there or be square. I'll say that much. We'll look at the details online at ckpgtoday.ca. Thanks so much for coming in today, guys.
Thank you. Thanks, Kaden.
The most wonderful time of the year returns. It's Post Your Pet time on the show. And this one sent in by Katie Bracey today. You're looking at Katie's dog, Ollie, who loves walking and sniffing puppy butts at Ginter's Meadow. I guess it's their form of saying, "What's up, dog?" You do you, dog. I will say that. No comment on the sniffing. But hey, you got to do what you got to do. Thanks so much, Katie, for sending this one in. Of course, now Katie is entered into the draw to win our $1,500 prize package, courtesy of our sponsors, Glacier Glass, the Pepper Tree Hair Studio, and Johnson Meyer Insurance, to name a few. Head online to ckpgtoday.ca and submit your pet for a chance to win. Miss an episode? That's okay, life gets busy. We get it. Or maybe you didn't miss anything, but you're here to watch that one feature again because honestly, it was that good. No judgment. Here's the good news. You can relive every moment of the CKPG Today Show whenever you want. Head over to ckpgtoday.ca, click on the Today Show tab, and voila. So grab some snacks, kick back, and binge away because let's face it, life's too short to miss out on great local TV.
July is Lost Pet Prevention Month, which means it's a good reminder to make sure that if you do lose your pet, well, at least you can get reunited with it. There's a couple easy ways to do that. We're going to talk about it with Angela today at the PG Humane Society. Thanks so much for making the time to chat.
Oh, thanks for coming through.
Yeah, so tell me, now, lost pets, I guess, most people have lost a pet at some point, but getting reunited, now this can be easier said than done, but there's some things that can help with that.
Yeah, so we encourage people. I mean, one of the most long-term plan would be something like a tattoo or a microchip. We do encourage people to do both if they can. Tattoos fade over a certain period of time. So having both is really, really great. Keeping that information up to date is super important. We do see a lot of animals coming to shelter. They do have tattoos or microchips, but unfortunately information hasn't been changed and we're unable to locate those owners. Gotcha. As a secondary, make sure you have a collar, have a tag on there. If you live in city limits, you've got to make sure that you have a city license. That also helps. If an animal comes in through animal control, they're able to trace the owner right away. And if you do have a cat that has a collar and you want to put a tag on there, just make sure you have a collar. I think we've got one here that kind of just shows that it snaps off if a cat gets stuck into anything. So we kind of look in just in the shelter environment, about 80% of our cats are getting redeemed as a result of permanent identification, and 90% of our dogs are getting redeemed.
Wow.
And
that's a pretty good percentage.
That's a stat that, even based on Canadian stats, it's usually 40% cats and 60% dogs. And so we know that this community is doing something right. And so, we just want to encourage people to make sure that they cover all their bases with multiple forms of identification.
Okay, now how do you feel about air tags on pets? I mean, this is a new fad, a new trend. Does it work?
I guess if it's something that you want to see what your pet's doing all day. I know that I've seen some things on TikTok where they show how
that's what I'm asking.
My cat just stays in my yard, and later on you see it's traveled 10 kilometers in the day. So I think I think that's a fun way of seeing where your pet is. The
microchip and tattoo is the important part,
though. It's the most important because unless that tag has information on the owner, but I think based on the fact that it's super fun to see what your pet's doing, and
the secret life of pets.
What
do they do? Around the room we're in today are actually 2 lost kittens. So, or I guess are they cats? They're not really kittens.
Yeah, one's about a 6-month-old and the other one's fully grown. But just another example of really, you can see they're well cared for. It came into our care, and just not able to reunite them with their owners. Yeah, and I think sometimes people just don't, realize how important it is. Sometimes we don't think that maybe our pet will never get lost. We know we keep it inside, but you got to be realistic. Things change. And we've had a couple of people that maybe at a rest stop somewhere, they're traveling with their animal. The animal gets out at a rest stop. Somebody picks it up, and we don't have permanent identification. So just want to highlight, get it done.
How does the microchip thing work? Is there a database? Like if a microchip does it get registered to an association?
So there's BC Pet Registry, and that is most of the veterinary clinics as well as animal shelters use that database. And so most of them come with a lifetime registration, and so you add your information to the database when you're adopting, you'll get an animal spayed and neutered, or if you're just doing it through a microchip clinic. But it's also one of those, your information can change. You can call them at any time. You can actually create an account, and you can change your information there.
Get a new phone number, you move. And then you guys here at the PG Humane Society, hello Kitty, have microchip clinics as well, I hear.
Yeah, roughly every 3 months we do a microchip clinic here down at the Prince George Humane Society. We recognize that not everyone, there may be a reason why they can't fix the animal right away. They may have had a surgery done initially, didn't have permanent identification, and so we recognize that there's a definite need. And so we do that clinic every 3 months, and it's cost effective for people to come out and get that microchip.
And now you were saying, this is a fact I couldn't believe when you said it. The microchips can move a little bit if people, so it's good to check.
Yeah, they can migrate a little bit.
Micro-migrate?
Yeah. It's not often, but we have seen it. So, the more identification that animal had would have helped us to reunite the pet with their owner. So.
Cool. There you go. Some good education for you today. For people wondering, obviously PG Humane Society, just on a broader note, has lots of pets for people to adopt, whether it's cats, dogs. Easiest way for people to look at what's available right now, is it on the website or?
Website's the best way. We've got both locations on there at the bottom. It'll tell you which location that animal's at. And so, we're pretty full. So we'd love people to come down and adopt and meet the animals that we have.
I feel like summer's a good time to have a new friend.
It's a great time, especially if you're out in the lake, want to get a dog out. We have that Couch Crashers program where you can foster an animal for a weekend. So we want to encourage people to come out and get involved.
Awesome. Okay, well, our showstopper here is, making a show-stopping move. I hope you don't fall. This is great. See, people, there you go. Cats always land on their feet. Thanks so much for your time today, Angela. This is entertaining as always.
Always, as always.
Looking outside at today's CKPG Snapshot, great shot here from Robert Cuthbert. This is west of Prince George in the Baldy Hughes area. And yeah, you know, Prince George in the area, not so much known as the land of the big skies like Saskatchewan or Alberta would be, but shots like this make you go, wow. What a beautiful sky shot here by Robert. Certainly knows what he's doing with his camera, that's for sure. Send any snapshot, folks, our way. We'd love to see him this summer in your summer journeys, just like Robert's here today. Snapshot@ckpg.com is our email. Thanks, Robert. Hey there, got an idea or suggestion for the show? Reach out and connect through our social media or send us an email at letstalk@ckpgtoday.ca.
I gotta say, I am a proud graduate of a French immersion school and program here in Prince George. Great program. So thankful that we have this in our community. But even if you're not in that, you do have to learn a second language in school, right? That's how it works with a Spanish, could be German, could be French. There's a bit of learning. There's a bit of rules around that. We're going to take a look at some of where they came from today in local history.
Taking a look back to 1994, yeah, some trustees were fired up. Why? Because sacre bleu, the kids would have to learn French 3 years earlier than what was currently going on at the time. And funny enough, it actually stayed that way right around the grade 5 levels where they start learning French if you are in English or if you're French immersion, of course, a little earlier. But yeah, the whole drama here was around funding. They weren't really against the whole French thing, but more so just thought there should probably be funding to kind of accommodate this. I actually love this one quote here. This stands out from Doug Walls. Of all the things I've heard parents cry for, having full-blown French in grade 5 is not one of them. Probably wasn't wrong.
There you go. Yeah, the French second language rules, well, you know what, in the end, I think it was good, but, well, not everyone can be pleased, I guess. Thanks so much for watching today, folks. Don't forget to submit your Post Your Pet entries online at ckpgtoday.ca for your chance to win 1,500 big ones. I guess it's 15 big ones. I don't know, what's a big one? $100? Anyway, arguments out there. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you for more great stuff on the show tomorrow, folks. Bye for now.